Sometimes when you're making a model, it's really nice to have a bit of movement in, and the simplest bit of movement, apart from pushing it, is putting a cam in it. This frog has got a simple cam, just one simple cam, and it really just lifts it, just having its tongue sticking in and out. Just makes it just so alive. I'll just show you an example of a really simple can. We use the base of a bottle because it just makes it really easy to make a stand, and the cam is just a kinked bit of wire, and it just very simple to make a simple movement. With the cams, you need a pointed pair of pliers. We're going to use just simple pony beads to make it mechanically sound, and we're also going to use, to speed up making the base, it just makes it really easy to use the base of a square bottle or a bottle like that. The first thing to do is to actually make the crank. So I'm going to use 3 bits of wire together to make a stronger bit of wire. So I'm going to get 3 bits of wire. I'm going to hold them together and just put a bit of tape in the centre and just bind them with one piece of tape like that, and then pull one of the wires down and then bend it round again like that, and then the other wires can come round, and then we're going to have the bit for the cam, so we're going to bend it like that. Then you can put another bit of tape on to hold those 3 wires together well. Now what we want to do is we want to put 2 pony beads on, and in between those pony beads is the bit of wire that's going to move backwards and forwards, and the pony beads just make it mechanically sound. And do you see how the way I've put that little loop, it means the pony bead doesn't come off. So and then you put the other one on. And then what we want to do is to do exactly the same. One of them we lift up and then bend round, and then bend the others down, and then the beads can't come off, but in the gap between we'll be able to put the loop, and then just by eye you can bend, and then you can put a bit of tape on. And that is the beginning of a cam. So the next stage is to put some loops on the plastic tub, and then we can put the cam on. We get another bit of wire and just make a loop, just like that. And when you put it on the plastic bottle, you can just stick it on. So I'm going to just put it on wherever you want it really. I'm going to put one this side and one the other side. So the nice thing about a plastic bottle is you don't have to make a base. It's just already a base. And it's quite a nice base as well. So put it on one side and then put it on the other side. We don't have to finish those off yet. We can do that later. So I've got one loop. In fact, if you go round the corner, it will then lock it in. I've gone round the corner, and that means that's really quite robust. And the thing to do then is to get your cam that you've made earlier and then stick it through, and you can see how you need the other side to hold it. Get a piece of wire, make a loop on it. So I get that stuck into place. It actually works quite nice and smoothly now. The next thing to do is to stop the cam moving about too much. So what we could do is just put another pony bead on, and then you can bend the other side down, and then you want a crank handle, so you can then turn it nicely. And then you just need to tape that up. You can tape that up. Nice and neat. And then you need to do the same the other side to stop it pushing out. Put another pony bead on. So you don't want to make it too tight, because if you have it tight it won't spin. So you just put it on, and then you can lift one round, maybe do two, and then you've got a nice contained cam. But these are now too long, so we could do with cutting those off. Most pointed pliers have a cutter in them, so you can cut the wires, and then this side also can come off. If you cut the wires, they can be a little bit sharp, so what I always do is just get a bit more tape on. You can wind some tape on and bind in the sharpy bits on the ends. So then we need to work out what we're going to make to move. I think what we'll do is make a little hand, a waving hand. So you get another piece of wire and you can make yourself a little hand. So do a couple of fingers. Look at your own hand, get a sense of what a hand looks like. So we can use these leftover bits to give a bit of structure within the wire. We need 2 points, one this side and one the other, in which to, so we can rock it on. The nice thing about wire is you can just add more bits of wire and it just gets stronger. So we need to fix these and then attach the cam so that it can wave at us. What I need is a loop here and I need a loop here, so I can use the wires that we've got and we can make a loop, and then see there's a loop that side, and then I'm going to do the same the other side, but I'll get that locked in, and we need to make a loop this side. Get that bound in. Have steady hands. And the nice thing about the wire is you can bend it, so we've got a nice hand that's caught, and we could do with making sure the hand doesn't slip about. So we do the same trick with the pony beads to make a nice bearing surface. Lock that side off. Then we'll do the same the other side. Now I'm doing the bending of the wires with my hands, but if you don't have very strong fingers, you can always use pointed pliers and put it in. But the pointed pliers do need a degree of skill. And so there we have a locked hand. And now we need to finish these ends off. Just put a bit of tape on them so they're not jaggy on your fingers. So now we need to put a wire between the crank and the hand. The crank needs a loop, so if you make a loop, and you need to open it up, put it between the two beads, and then close it up. And then when you turn the crank handle, it will go up and down. So now we need to fix that onto the hand. We have to work out where to put it. You can then just, I don't know, a good place to be. So that you had a really nice looking hand, and you can adjust the length of the rod in between. All these things are amazingly variable. So that's a very simple cam in action.